The floor to none other than Coach Franco.
Hello. All right. So, good evening, everyone. All right. So, my name is Coach Franco. I'm a nutrition coach and I'm also a wellness entrepreneur under Herbalife Nutrition as an independent distributor. I'm turning 40 years old this month. Sorry, this year. Okay. Turning 40 on August. Okay. And I'm a husband to my wife Lynn, and I'm a dad to my daughter Sophia. So I always say this, this is just my way of saying that I'm just like everybody else. Okay, I still have my own story. I still have my own share of struggles, no. And when it comes to nutritional struggle, syempre isa sa mga pinaka-challenging na I still experience is of course yung cravings, di ba, no? So tonight we will be talking about cravings. Okay, so when it comes to cravings, why are some foods harder to resist? Di ba, no? Mapapansin niyo, meron ka namang food na pwede mo lang i-echepuera, pwede mong tanggalin sa isip mo, pero some foods are really there to stay. Di ba, no? Talagang nakakapit sila sa utak mo. So, some examples would be yung cakes, no? Donuts and cookies, no? There's probably a reason behind this. Di ba, no? So, if you notice, during birthday natin, there's a cake. Di ba, no? And then, pag nagbabanding tayo with our friends, no, laging may snack. There's probably cookies, di ba, no? And then, maalala nyo siguro, no, nung bata tayo, ang pasalubong ng parents natin, it could probably a donut or pwedeng puto or whichever. Pero these foods remain, embedded, no, in our memories, no? Pero hindi lang yung memory ng food, but it also comes with a lot of things. Ayan. So, what you see here is that there's a whole lot more to food. Diba? No, hindi lang nutrition. Ang food natin, hindi lang siya merong mga proteins, mga vitamins, mga ganun, ano, mga micronutrients. There's a lot in store, no, doon sa food na kinakain natin. Meron sa kanyang naka-attach na place, meron sa kanyang naka-attach na time, may naka-attach sa kanyang situation, di ba, no? Nung na-promote ka sa office, kumain kayo, may maaalala kang pagkain doon at probably magiging part na siya ng cravings mo, di ba, no? May mga naka-attach na thoughts, may naka-attach na feelings, di ba, no? Nung let's say nung sinagot ka nung nililigawan mo, di ba, no? Kumakain kayo ng let's say tikoy, ganoon. So maaalala niyo 'yon kasi very special 'yon, di ba, no? So naka-embed din diyan yung interactions and of course yung memories, di ba, no? And that is why some foods are really hard to resist, di ba, no? Now which brings me back to the question, no? Yung cravings ba natin, do we resist them or do we give in? Di ba, no? You can probably type in the comment section, no, sa mga attendees natin sa Facebook Live or itong mga kasama natin dito sa Zoom, no? So what's your answer here, no? When it comes to cravings, do we resist or do we give in? What's your first anong first reaction ninyo pag nakaisip kayo ng cravings, okay? So you can type in the chat box resist or give in, okay? All right. So when it comes to nutrition education or nutrition coaching, we are always, no, when it comes to dieting, we are always, kumbaga, lagi tayong ine-educate on what to eat, di ba, no? And that's probably our question din kasi, no, when it comes to diet, no? Ano bang kakainin ko? Or what not to eat, di ba, no? Ano ba yung bawal kainin, coach? Di ba? No? Yun yung normally na tanong natin. And that's probably yung mga coaches is more on focus din on those two questions. Di ba? No? But for tonight, let's talk about the how. Di ba? No? So ang pag-uusapan natin is how to eat. Di ba, no? So, it's seldom that we are educated on how to eat. Kasi eating is supposed to be very basic. Di ba, no? Isusubo mo lang naman yung food. Di ba, no? Titikman mo siya, masarap, lulunukin mo, subo ka ulit. Di ba, no? So, it's supposed to be very basic. Kaya lang, yung current situation natin or yung current circumstance natin ngayon, we are put we are subject to a lot of pressure na nowadays, ano, yung modern times, ano, even if yung nagbabasa ka lang ng Facebook, minsan na-stress ka, di ba, no? So these things, no, yung added responsibility, yung pagiging dynamic ng mga trabaho natin or ng pagiging estudyante natin, so we are put into so much things, no, na nawawala na yung pagiging mindful natin sa pagkain, di ba, no? So for tonight, what I'm going to discuss to you are 4 reasons to practice slow and mindful eating para ma-address natin yung cravings. Okay? So, malalaman natin kung, okay, by practicing slow and mindful eating, do we resist or do we give in? Okay? So, yun yung abangan ninyo. Okay? All right. So, let me proceed now to the first reason on why we should practice slow and mindful eating. Okay? So, number one reason is eat less without feeling deprived. No? Eat less without feeling deprived. Bakit? Okay? So, when you eat slowly and mindfully, no, it takes about 20 minutes. I'm sure you've heard this already or you've read this somewhere, no? Pero it scientifically, it takes 20 minutes before yung satisfaction, yung feeling of satisfaction kicks in, no, dun sa brain natin. So pag pumasok yung food, and there's a lot of reason behind that, no? We can go very scientific on that, no? Pero just to simplify it, yung mga chemical reactions na nangyayari when we put in food into our system, na fulfill siya in 20 minutes pa. 'Di ba no? So, yung pakiramdam na nasarapan ka, pakiramdam na sumayad siya sa sikmura, no, when you're feeling full, 20 minutes pa 'yon. So, when we are rushing, nami-miss out natin yung feeling na 'yon. No, when we miss out on that, we tend to overeat. Okay? So, that's the first reason why we should eat slowly and mindfully. Okay? So at no, kung mapapansin niyo, when you eat slowly and mindfully, you also improve your eating experience. 'Di ba no? Mas kapag naka-focus ka when you're maintaining your pace, no, doon sa pagkain mo, no, apart from the physiological, no, or yung scientific na feeling na binibigay sa iyo ng satisfaction of slow eating, no, yung experience na i-improve din. 'Di ba no? The more time you spend in the moment of eating, the more na nakadagdag siya sa satisfaction. Yeah. So I hope you guys like that. If you guys like that, type the number 1 in the chat box. Okay. Ayan. So just to give you a pro tip on this one, just to give you a tip. If you want to slow down your eating, take one breath between bites. Okay. So take one breath between bites. Okay? Or siguro sa Tagalog, take one breath between subo. Okay? Baka kasi isipin nyo, isang kagat, isang hinga. Hindi tayo matatapos nun. Okay? So take one breath between subo. Ayan. Alright. So take one breath between subo. So breathing also helps you to slow down. Di ba? No? If you feel na medyo anxious ka, na stress ka, kasi may iniwan kang email na hindi mo pa tapos sagutin, di ba? No? Yung mga ganong feeling. So just let go of those thoughts, no? Take a deep breath and just enjoy your eating. Okay? All right. It will help you to naturally slow down. Okay? So tip number 2. Eating slowly and mindfully will help you to look great, look great and feel great. Okay? And why? Why does this happen, no? So when you eat slowly and mindfully, you avoid feeling out of shape. Why? No? Ganito kasi 'yon. Kapag masyado kasi tayong mabilis kumain, we also gobble up air. Diba, no? Pag subo ka lang ng subo, so chances are you will also gobble up a lot of air, and that would make you feel bloated, no? And when you're bloated, you will also look bloated. Diba, no? So when you look at yourself in the mirror, mess up yung mindset mo na ay walang pagbabago sa itsura ko kasi lagi kang bloated because you eat too quickly, no? Now on top of that, no, yung gobbling air, it also pag hindi natin masyadong nangunguya yung mga food natin into smaller pieces, no, it also results to indigestion. Nahihirapan din yung tiyan natin na mag-digest. Di ba, no? And that would also make us feel uncomfortable. Di ba, no? It would also lead us into thinking na we are out of shape. Di ba, no? Dahil nararamdaman natin yon, bondat ka, tapos hindi ka mapakali, na-acid ka pa, di ba, no? So all of these things will mess up your mind, di ba, no, into thinking that you are not healthy and you are out of shape. Okay? So eat slowly and mindfully so you can look great and feel great. Okay? All right. So here's another tip. Para naturally ma-slow down natin yung eating natin, we can also choose food that really needs to be chewed. No, yung mga food na kailangan talagang nguyain. And our good examples of these are whole foods. No, what are whole foods? No, ito yung mga food na are closer to their original appearance. No, a good example is a fruit. Di ba, no? So, yung apple is an apple. Yun talaga yung ano niya. So, if you eat apple, it will naturally slow you down kasi kailangan mo siyang nguyain. Di ba, no? If you compare that to eating chips, no? You compare chips and apple, you eat them together, how quick will you finish yung chips and how quick will you finish yung apple? Di ba, no? You can try that experiment tomorrow kung meron kang apple. Di ba? I'm sure may chips ka dyan. Joke lang. All right. So, reason number 3. Learn what hungry and full feels like. Okay. So when we eat slowly and mindfully, mas nagiging in tune tayo sa hunger and fullness cues natin. 'Di ba, no? So mas natututunan natin kung kailan tayo gutom at kailan tayo busog. Ayan. We are able to answer two basic questions, and that is, am I really hungry or am I already satisfied? 'Di ba, no? So when you take take the time to really be in the moment of eating, di ba, no? When you do some breathing exercises while eating, you take away the distractions of your work, just focus on your eating, enjoy your meals, malalaman mo, ito pala yung pakiramdam ng busog, di ba, no? Tapos malalaman mo din na, ito pala yung pakiramdam ng I am past my hunger, no? Hindi pa ako busog, pero lampas na yung gutom ko. Di ba, no? Na-surpass ko na yung gutom ko. Ayan. So you can try this out, no? Try to really tune in. When you eat slowly, when you eat mindfully, try niyong sagutin yung dalawang question na yan. Am I still hungry or am I already satisfied? Okay? All right. So here's another tip. Notice what affects your speed. Okay? So hindi naman ito dahil hindi to natural tendency ng tao, okay? So you can probably raise your awareness on what's really affecting your speed. No, bakit ka mabilis kumain? Di ba, no? Nagmamadali ka ba because merong work na nag-aantay, no? Nagmamadali ka ba kasi meron kang hinahabol or something? Nanggigigil ka ba sa pagkain because galit ka sa isang tao? Di ba, no? You can probably raise your awareness and identify on what are the reasons why you're eating so quickly. Di ba, no? Why are you eating so fast? Di ba, no? So notice what affects your speed. Okay? All right. Now, let me go on to the fourth reason, and this is probably one of the ito yung pinaka-associated dun sa cravings, di ba, no? So cravings, okay, but binging and cravings are two different things, no? Kaya lang sometimes kasi when we binge on our cravings, di ba, no? So anyway, let me explain this. When we eat slowly and mindfully, we win over our binge eating patterns. Okay? Why? Okay. So let me ask you guys, no? Kapag dumating ulit yung moment na yon that you feel the urge to binge again, di ba, no? Yung parang, let's say, stress eating, di ba, no? Pressured ka, you can give in. Ayan. So ito na yung sagot natin, resist or give in, di ba, no? You can probably give in, no? Give your time to assess yourselves, no? Hindi mo kasi malalaman kung nag-gain control ka na over something if you're not gonna confront it head on, di ba, no? So you can give in, but do it slowly. Okay? You guys can give into your cravings, di ba, no? Lalo na pag talagang it's really hard to resist, di ba, no? But do it slowly. Okay? Dapat walang distraction. Tsaka guys, 'di ba, no? Itong cravings na to, lalo na if you're very let's say super, paano ba? You've been very good, no? or talagang sobrang malinis yung kain mo for the whole week. Tapos nung Saturday talagang nagki-crave ka lang talaga for that one particular special fun food that you want, 'di ba, no? So make the most out of it, no? Dapat nandun ka talaga sa in the moment of eating that, no? Kasi it should be worth it. Diba, no? It's worth it. You prepared for that. So be in the moment of eating that and eat it slowly. Diba, no? And then you can probably assess if that fun food is still triggering your binge eating pattern, or probably you've now gained control over it, no? Mas maganda na yung relationship mo with that particular craving. Okay? So, Yan, very simple lang yung tip natin. Just savor your food every time. No? And this applies to your smoothies. No? This also applies to your drinks. This also applies to your shakes. No? Hindi lang po ito yung kinakain. No? So all food, pwede po natin silang i-savor. Lahat ng food, pwede po nating i-apply yung eating slowly. Di ba, no? Lahat ng food, pwede po nating i-apply yung pagiging mindful. Kahit candy, kahit Max Menthol candy, pwede po tayo maging slowly and mindfully. And probably baka mas masarap pa siya. Di ba, no? Alright. So before I give you that one final tip for tonight, no, I just have a few reminder, no, Coach Ira. So well, we are this is still open, if you have friends, if you have family or relatives who could benefit from raising their awareness as they learn things or skills towards eating healthier and being more active, so meron kaming program na Let's Go 22 in 2022, which is a 22-day jumpstart to nutrition and habits na program. Okay, so the value that they're getting, Coach Ira.
Ayan, ano nga bang meron dito sa ating program?
Yes.
Meron tayong personalized meal guide. So, done for you based on your goals. So, depende to sa assessment ng coach nyo, no? Nutrition and habits education, like this one. Online coaching support.
Yes.
Progress monitoring to keep you guided every step of the way. And healthy nutrition products to quickly jumpstart your nutrition intake.
Yes. So that's what you're gonna get in the 22 days that you will be in our Let's Go 22 program. Okay. So it's just a program that will really raise your awareness towards healthy eating and towards being active. All right. Okay. So now let's proceed dun sa final tip. Kapag as we go on along, practicing itong eating slowly and eating mindfully, of course, hindi naman natin mapaperfect to, no? You cannot do this overnight, no? This takes a lot of practice, no? But when we practice, no, make sure that you're also being intentional on really improving your habits. Di ba, no? We can't go on practicing mistakes because we will only be good at doing the same mistakes. Okay? So, practice lang ng practice. Pag na-develop niyo yung skill ng eating slowly and mindfully, you will gain a tool that you can use anytime, anywhere, no? Kahit nandun ka sa bahay ng mother-in-law mo na masarap magluto, di ba, no? So that's okay. You can eat. Kahit nandun ka sa bahay ng barkada mo na maraming pagkain palagi, di ba, no? That's okay. You can eat and you can give in. Ayan. Coach Ira, any